Good morning, everybody out there. Happy day after 4th of July. I hope that this video finds you having a great time this weekend, that you've spent some time with some family and friends, and you've taken some time to just stop and be thankful and grateful for all the freedoms here in America that we enjoy each and every day. I think it's hard not to take it for granted. I know that we are grateful, but when you look at how other nations and other countries live, you kind of stop and realize how blessed we really are. And I'm out and about in the yard today, just like I usually do, kind of walking around seeing what needs to be done. It's Saturday this morning, the 5th, and just to spend a couple of days. I actually have been kind of out of touch with At Home with Rhonda. Last week I had the summer cold and it was terrible. Here in the South, it's been so hot and so humid, and like I said, it's been about maybe a week ago that I got this summer cold, and it just kind of got me down. It wasn't the worst sickness I've ever had, of course, but it was enough to where I just didn't feel like doing anything. I tried to function during the day. But anyway, thank the Lord, He helped me to get through that. And now I'm trying to play catch up. When I'm down, you've got 5 acres and you're a gardener and you get your hands busy in the things that I do, a week goes by and I'm like, oh my gosh, weeds have kind of gotten out of control. There's things in the garden. Let me turn you around here. My garden's doing pretty good. Let me turn you around. So my string beans, they have really filled out. They are doing really, really good. I don't know. Usually with string beans like this, you pick them about every other day. If I had my garden out in the crop garden, oh, look at this. Well, I think we got a few habaneros that we're gonna pick. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that, look at that. My habanero I use as a pesticide. Anyway, with the green beans, if I had them out in the crop garden and I had like 2 or 3 rows, then yes, I would be picking them every day. But this year I've kind of scaled down, and I have my garden and my herb garden, which is a 30 by 30. And so it's kind of nice because it hasn't required so much of my time each and every day. So what I basically do is I harvest them and I put them in a little baggie in the refrigerator after I clean them and snap them and all that. And usually after about the 3rd day, I have enough that I can can about 4 or 5 pints. So that's been working for me. Let me turn you around again. I've got some eggplant I'm excited about. So that's growing really well. If you see how big that plant gets, I've got, I think, two eggplant plants in there. So I'm excited about that. But anyway, I just wanted to take some time this morning to talk to you about gratefulness. Here in America, I know like I was saying earlier, we are blessed. And every day when my husband and I pray, we just tell the Lord, we say thank you for all of your blessings, because we know that all blessings come from the Lord. And sometimes, when we've grown up and we haven't really had hard times like some of the other countries and nations have, we kind of get this mentality that our blessings are coming from ourselves, that we're skilled, we're talented, we're a go-getter. And, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm all about hard work. I'm all about that. So please understand that. I understand that God blesses the work of our hands. He does. But in the end, God is the one who is behind it all. God is the one that has given you strength to work. God has given you the inspiration to do the things that your hand finds to do. God is the one who keeps us from disaster. He's the one that is the sustainer, and He's the one that is behind it all. So though, yes, I may have skills to garden and to cook and bake and all of these other things, I know how to do all those things because of God's blessings. So I would say, as we celebrate and we think about how grateful we are for the freedom, for all the things that soldiers and the veterans and all the men in the military that have done to provide us with that freedom, we also need to remember that Jesus Christ paid the ultimate sacrifice that we could live free, that we could live a free life in Him. So as you are celebrating this weekend, and yesterday we had my in-laws over, and we had some hot dogs, and we grilled some hamburgers, and we had some potato salad, and my husband found this recipe where it's just like a Wendy's Frosty, and we made that yesterday for dessert, and it was so delicious. It was so great. So anyway, we enjoyed that, and then we have this little spot in Greenville. It's close to East Carolina University, kind of in that general area in Greenville, if you're listening and that's where you're from. There's just this little this empty parking lot that people just gather in. We've done it for about 3 or 4 years now, and it's really nice. Oh, I think I'm looking at a dead little tiny worm or snake or something. Anyway, and so we go out there and we watch fireworks and just kind of hang out and just, enjoy. It was a beautiful night last night. There was a nice breeze, and it was really, really nice. So we enjoyed that. But I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted to stop in and say hello, and I'm going to try to get back on here. I do have a video in mind that I'm going to share with you about weed whacking. So be watching for that video this week. I had to go to this hardware store, and I got talking to this gentleman there, and he gave me some education of how I've been using my weed whacker incorrectly. And I want to share that with you, because surely if I'm doing it wrong, there's probably many of you out there who are doing it wrong too. And it's just amazing. So I'm not going to give away all that information, but just be looking for that video this week. So at home with Rhonda will be weed whacking. Anyway, you guys have a great one. It's good to talk to you, and you guys have a wonderful and a safe weekend, and we will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.